Hey guys, this is Plutonium here and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. About 2 years ago, MumboJumbo, yes, that MumboJumbo, he actually decided to take upon the challenge which was given by his viewers to make a circular piston door. And I actually watched that video and I also felt a bit inspired and thought, why not I also make a design of this door? And you can see that behind me I have actually created one design for the circular piston door, and to tell you, this design is completely original. It's completely original. All of this redstone has been made by me, and so let's begin by talking about this door. First, I want to tell you that this design is 3 blocks wide. As you can see in front of me, you can see that there's 1 block, 2 blocks, and 3 blocks right there, and it has also some of the new 1.16 mechanics. As you can see, there's some target blocks up and down, like on the top and the bottom of the door, and so this door can only work in 1.16 or above. And also, if you can see that the circular door that I have built is pretty much the same size as that of MumboJumbo, and it is basically like a 4x4 skeleton, but it's just having the corners removed from the 4x4 square, so basically it will look like a circle. Yeah, circles in Minecraft are never beautiful. They aren't because everything in Minecraft is cubed. That is a cube, that is a cube, that is a cube. Everything in this world is a cube. Even my head is a cube. Alright, so enough talking about this. Let's talk about the opening and closing. You can see that the closing is quite fast. And as I was talking, this door immediately closed when I flicked on that lever. And if you flick it off, the door will open, and it's a little bit slow on the retraction because the double piston extenders on the sides do take a while to extend and then grab those blocks to the sides. Now both of these sides are completely in sync. It's just the top and bottom I could just not bring them in sync because of this delay over here, which is regarding this piston and this observer. But never mind, this door is perfectly in sync if you talk about left and right, and that's the beauty. I mean, this door does not look like being the smallest door, but it does look quite fancy in terms of its opening and closing. So if I were to explain how this door actually works, is when we turn on this lever, these 4 bottom blocks and these 4 top blocks actually get extended into the middle. And what happens is that this block and this block, if we just only talk about one side of this block and this block come in front of these 2 blocks, right? Then our double piston extenders, or actually this piston here, these 2 pistons actually get activated, and these push these 2 blocks along with these 2 blocks into the center. So when we flick this lever on, you see that's what happens. These 2 blocks were actually on the faces of these pistons at the corners. Now they have been moved into the center because of these 2 blocks which have been pushed by these pistons here. Now if we talk about the opening, these blocks are now on the faces of these pistons here, and also this piston. So what will happen if we turn off this lever? These blocks will get retracted, which means our blocks will actually get swapped. Now that does not make a really big difference because all of these are the same. These are all iron blocks. These are my door blocks. You can choose any block you mind. And first these blocks get retracted, and all of these top blocks, basically all of the blocks on the sides, get retracted first, and then these middle blocks get retracted by our double piston extenders, which kick in a bit late, but they do kick in. That's a good thing. And the entire door opens. So that's all about the door. Let's move on with the tutorial. So for this build, you're going to need an area which is 3 blocks long by 12 the dimensions were set the dimensions were set incorrectly. This thing should be 3 blocks wide and 12 blocks long from there to there. And if you want to build this thing in survival, here's the list of items that you would need. So you need 21 sticky pistons, 1 regular piston, 7 observers, 27 redstone dust, 4 repeaters, 2 redstone torches, 1 block of redstone, 1 lever, 4 target blocks. Now these are for redirection of redstone, 34 blocks for the redstone to go on, and any number of blocks for your decoration, For my choice, I'm going to be using smooth sandstone and iron blocks for the doors. So let's begin. First of all, you need to locate the center of your build, and towards the front, you need to start placing your doors around, which should be at least 2 blocks from the base of your build. Like that. Now you need to start building your circle, which should be 6 blocks wide and 6 blocks high. Your circle should look something like this. After that, you need to go towards the back of your build and place your layout of the pistons. So you need to place a temporary block below the frame, then place your 2 sticky pistons corresponding to all of those 4 bottom blocks, like that, like a smile, and then remove your temporary block. Do the same on the top, but you need to mirror everything top down, so your pistons should be flipped and you need to place them downwards like that. Have your side pistons 1 block below this time, and then you need to remove all of your temporary blocks that you had placed. Next, we need to place our double piston extenders, which should be from the side. So you need to extend 2 blocks from the edge and then place your double piston extenders stacked on top of one another. Then come to the other side and do the same thing 2 blocks out, and then your double piston extenders all facing inward towards the door. After you have removed your temporary blocks, we need to place our lever, which should be on the right side of the door towards the edge and on the bottom block, which is right there. After that, you will go back towards your door. To the back side, you need to place all of your door blocks on the faces of all of your sticky pistons. Now I am using iron blocks. You can use whatever block you want. Now come towards the front, and now we'll start by placing our redstone. So you need to grab a regular piston and place it facing upwards behind the lever. Then place a sticky piston facing downwards underneath that piston, and add a redstone block on its face. Now you need to grab your blocks, your normal blocks, and now you need to start placing blocks all across the door like that till the very end, and you need to create some branches coming out from that so that it looks somewhat like a key, like that, and then you need to do that on the other side, with the exception of the block which is directly underneath the redstone block. Place redstone dust on all of these blocks like this, and this actually is the main line for all of our redstone connections from the bottom to the top pistons. Now need to connect these bottom pistons with the line using target blocks. After that, for the extension of the final pistons during opening, you need to place a block next to the second line from the outside, and then a sticky piston on the top of that block with an observer on its face and a block which is 1 block away. This will create a rising edge monostable circuit. Do the same on the other side, and your build should look something like this. After you have done that, we need to go to the outer branches of the redstone line, and now you need to create a falling edge monostable circuit. So place a block on that next to that redstone, and then a torch, and then a block on top of it. Basically create a tiny torch tower, and then create a falling edge monostable circuit as shown right over there. Then place a block on the observer and a repeater coming out of that block on 4 ticks. Do the same on the other side, but this time you might see that I have done a little bit of a mistake. As you see, that's not the correct way. You need to place a redstone torch on the block, then a block above it, then a sticky piston facing upwards towards the side. These monostable circuits should be right next to each other. Place your block and then your repeater on 4 tick delay. After that, you need to come towards the front and add some blocks for your double piston extenders. So you need to place your blocks there and there on the first set of pistons. Then place an observer with its face looking upwards. Do the same on the other side, and you need to place your blocks again on the first set of pistons and next to the other pistons. Place another observer which is facing upwards like that, and after this you need to remove your door blocks towards the sides, because when we are going to place some redstone on top of the observer, we are going to cause some observer firing, which we don't want. So now you can place your door surround blocks for the other side as well, because now we need to place some redstone on top of the door surround blocks as well. Now after you have done that, you can go back to your double piston extenders up there. So you need to place redstone on these blocks and then a repeater on 2-tick delay going towards the outside on the face of that observer. This will cause the observer firing, and that's why we removed our door blocks. Now you need to do the same on the other side. Place your redstone the redstone dust, and then your repeater on 2-tick delay on the face of the observer. Finally, what you need to do is add in your blocks, and then we will do our top pistons. So need to come towards the other side and then place an observer, which should be 1 block away from the regular piston. Then place 3 blocks coming out from that observer towards the center and 1 more across. Then place redstone dust on all of these, and you might see that the redstone is connecting to this double piston extender. So you need to block it off by placing a solid block there. Then have your target blocks to connect them with your redstone dust right there. This will be your final connection, and with that we have actually finished building the door. So now you can test it. If it turns on and off, the door closes and opens, it is perfectly fine. Now you can add it into your base and it will look really fancy. In the previous clip you must have seen that the tutorial was a little bit different, and yeah, it was like kind of an experiment, and this is because I have actually started using replay mod and I was learning to use replay mod. So I have made this little kind of like a replay which had some cinematic graphics as well, and after actually making the replay I was really happy with the outcome that I had got from that, and I'm really excited to post it in the video as well. And if you guys like it, please leave a comment down in the comment section if you do like it, and that will actually be quite nice if you communicate, right? And yeah, so also before ending the video, I would really like to thank you guys for the awesome response on the previous tutorial on my channel, which was about the quad piston extender, and it has gone past 170 views and is quickly racing towards 200. Now 170 seems quite small, right? Like for the large YouTubers in the YouTube community, I mean, this is a really small number, but for the stage that I am in my current YouTube channel, and for that it's quite massive. And it will be even better if you guys also subscribe to my channel, because your subscriptions are going to be really helpful for the growth of my channel. And please do subscribe. Click the red button underneath the video, that's where you can subscribe, and also leave a like down for this video, and always, as I say, ring the bell for further notifications so that you never miss any more awesome content from the Plutonium Plays channel. And in the end, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.